Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at the fill down and fill up transformations available to you in Power Query. Right now we're in simple toolbar transformations.xlsx and we're in the fill down sheet. Here's the data we're working with, so let's click on it. Let's head over to the Power Query tab in the ribbon and head to Get Data from Table. Click on that. So fill down is a tool that you will use when you've got a situation like this, where you've got a bunch of sort of tabular report data and it's broken down by category and subcategory or something like that. And rather than saying beverage all the way down, it's got a bunch of blanks. And rather than saying coffee all the way down, it's got a bunch of blanks. The idea here is, let me move this out of the way. In Excel, this is kind of nice because it's very easy to see where the beverage category starts and where like the lemonade category starts and where, you know, the coffee category ends. So visually it's kind of nice. The problem is you can't throw that into a pivot table because it won't consider coffee medium part of the subcategory coffee and the category beverage. It'll consider it part of the subcategory blank and category blank. So that's a problem. If we need to convert it to tabular data, that's not going to work. So fill down works about like you might expect. So you just click on the column that's got a bunch of empty values, right? And you just right click, go to fill, and fill down. And it fills down all through the blank values. So here's where we started. See all the blanks? It's going to take beverage and keep filling down until it runs into a value. Then it'll take this value and keep filling down. So here's what the end result looks like. Okay, let's do it again for subcategory. Left click there, right click, go to fill and down. And there we go. Let me undo that real quick. Fill up is something you won't use as often, but just in case you were curious, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I think there's a duplicate column, so I'm just going to create a copy of that column. So let's do this. I'm going to grab this and drag it over here. So now we've got both categories, or both copies right next to each other. So let's do the fill down, which is what you'd expect. This is one that you use far more often. So we're going to right click and go to fill down. Fill up kind of works the opposite way. Fill up takes a value and keeps filling it until it finds the next value. So all the nulls will be replaced by the value just below it. You won't use this one often, but you'll use it every once in a while. So let's right click, or let's click on that, right click on it and go fill up. There's the difference. And note that here in the bottom, if we go up a step, since there's no value here to fill upward, these remain blank. Okay, so scone filled up, muffin filled up, that kind of thing. At this point, you can then, sometimes the correct behavior will be to just take scone and fill it down. Every once in a while you'll do that, fill down. So you fill up and then fill down. Sometimes you want to replace the nulls with something else by right click and say replace values. We're just going to replace null with unknown. Something like that. Okay. Nice and easy. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next video.